And I've seen miracles happen. When I was a little kid, I remember this one story of fasting. My cousin had spinal meningitis, was serious, could possibly die, and we gathered as a family, the big Fomer family. I grew up in a boxing family. A lot of people probably recognize my uncle Gene Fomer, who was the middleweight champion of the world in boxing, beat Sugar Ray Robinson in the 50s, and my father. So we had a close family, and we all gathered together in prayer and started to fast. And I remember, this was my first time, I remember as a young child, this going a full 24 hours with fasting, but with that purpose, drawing on the powers of heaven, right, and getting help for our cousin. And I remember I was walking in a parade. It was in July. And at the end of the parade, everyone was offering popsicles. But I remember the ability to say no, because I had this deep purpose in what I was fasting for. And, we saw a miracle. He was healed, living today, my cousin. But that was a touch-and-go situation. And that's the power of fasting. And, I think the adversary tries to cover that up. And that's why I just shared about, Isaiah and those verses in section 58, the true law of fast. It's true. It works. I mentioned a little bit of, my own with the fasting for my own kids, and I've had many 3-day fasts. Probably before I did this long extended of 35 days, I've had probably 4 3-day fasts for a specific child, and I've had seen miracles again during that episode of fasting. But I read in the scriptures, I believe it's in Alma, and what was going on. And he said these things come not about but by much prayer and fasting. So it's filled in scriptures of the prophets and people and the power of fasting. And I think we just have to remember that again, I go back to the book that I just read. There are times for feasting, but there's a time for fasting. And so if it's been a while since you've fasted, I don't recommend starting right off to a 35, 40-day fast, but do a 24-hour fast. See the difference, what it does to your spirit. And I'm here to tell you that the type 2 diabetes and the challenges I've had, I sincerely believe can be healed through fasting. And I think you need to get, again, speak with your doctor and all, but there's great strength with fasting. All I can say is it's been a miracle. It's been wonderful. I feel great. I was telling earlier, people told me I look great. I mean, it's hard to make this ugly mug look good, but hey, losing 55 pounds, helps. But anyway.